Today is actually very, very special for many reasons, not just because it is the day that we're launching our very first project. It's also extremely special because, as Gurukul mentioned, it is Dhyan Vimal's birthday as well. So we thought it was very fitting for us to do his first project on this very auspicious day of his birthday. Dhyan Vimal could not be here today because he wanted this to be the effort of his students, and he wanted us to rise to the occasion. So I hope that we are showing that we are rising, and I hope that our guests of honor are having fun. Without further ado, I'd like to now talk about our guest of honor. Dato Siva Subramaniam is currently an advisor to the Congress of Unions of Employees in the Public and Civil Service, CUPAT, and the Executive Secretary of the National Union of the Teaching Professions, NUTP. But most importantly, as Human Rights Commissioner, he has a crucial role as a champion for human rights in Malaysia. The Human Rights Commission, for those of you who don't know, of Malaysia, it is called SUHAKAM, was established by Parliament under the Human Rights Commission of Malaysia Act 1999. And also the Act 597. The Act was gazetted on 9th of September 1999. The inaugural meeting of SUHAKAM was held on the 24th of April 2000. And I think with this effort, I think Malaysia can proudly say to themselves that they are always one step further towards a developed nation, because developed nations have a great human rights agenda. So that's something to be actually, for us to celebrate. So without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to invite Yang Berbahagia to come and give his address.
First of all, I would like to thank the Master of Ceremony. Her knowledge of Hinduism, her knowledge of translating the whole function, I think puts me to shame. And I was just telling Dr. Tamil Selvan, I think very often in my speeches I always say that if the Indians do not want to learn their religion and their language, very soon the Malays and the Chinese will learn the language and the religion, and they will be in your place. And that's what One Malaysia is all about, because we have seen a lot of courses on Tamil language being conducted for Malay students and also for the Chinese students, because religion, culture, tradition is universal. மதிப்புக்கும் மரியாதைக்கும் உரிய சுவாமி மகேந்திர குருக்கள் அவர்களே, Yang Berbahagia Dato Dr. Tamil Selvan, Saudara Victor Lim, Chairman of the Society of Teaching of Dhyan Vimal, Saudara Subramaniam Mutaya, Vice Chairman, Yasoda Krishna, Treasurer, Gopala Krishnan as Annamalai, Secretary General of the Society, and students, and all those who have put an effort to make this event a very successful event today. I think we are proud in Malaysia today. We have concerned group, and as Gurukul rightfully pointed out, I think we have to look at our nation and what's wrong with our youth today and what do they need. When the government talks about 7.5% Indians or non-Malays in the government service, it is not the cure, it's not the only cure for the problems. I think we have deep-rooted problems, because being in Swakam, I have visited all the prisons in Malaysia. I visited the detention centers, and one I noticed is, the minute somebody goes to prison and if you ask a Hindu, what do you want? he will say, can you please talk to the prison officers that I need some pictures of God, and during Friday I want to pray, during Tibawali I want to pray. So you can see the religious needs only comes at the end of the day. And I think if you look at even our children today, they are neglected. And they are totally neglected. And what today the Gurukul is doing in the small ashramam he has is a fantastic job of turning children to be good Malaysians. As rightfully pointed out, there is no question of turning them into something different, but turning them into be respected Malaysian, because if you learn culture, if you learn tradition, if you learn the religion, you become a good citizen. And that's what we need. And if you look at the people who are locked up in the prison and detention centers, they are all born from good families, and what they need is some form of help, some form of assistance, and some form of nurturing, so that they can be in society today. And we have fantastic problem: children without birth certificate, children without parents, children who have lost the way. And don't blame it on Muslim and Christian if they are doing their job by helping these children. You have seen the Christians themselves helping a lot of Hindu children, providing them clothes, providing them food, teaching them, organizing tuition classes for the week. This is what we need, that one can help the other. And basically, if you look of the teaching of the Master himself, I think the society of for the teaching of Dhyan Vimal Malaysia, the function basically would be in this concept of trying to help another. The another needs help, and with your help, the another can be a good citizen, a respected citizen. And nobody wants to be a gangster, nobody wants to be a robber. I think Indians in Malaysia today must realize that unless we are united, we are on a sinking boat. People will not respect us.